Hello and welcome to AlphaWit Thursdays. It's been a minute because we were guesting over on the VTuber Violetta's stream. But it's actually Wit and Alpha again, just the two of us. I'm the Wit part, and he.
I must apologize. I am the entire reason that we're late tonight. I gotta tell you, shitting out the remains of buffalo wings at the atomic level is not a fucking picnic. I am raw as hell and not advisable if you value your innards at all. That's my PSA for the night. I'm Alpha. Welcome to Strange Horror to Culture. I'm
Well,
watching your face all throughout this. It's so good.
yeah. Yeah, I figured you would be. I hope you
So,
feel better soon.
so if there are any random exclamations of my ass, don't be alarmed.
I'll still be alarmed, but I will have a couple more answers than I would have otherwise.
What is Kuro doing?
She's laying on a beanbag. Wave your
Yes,
feet.
yes, I see. Very interesting posture she's got there.
Yeah, she is resting
Oh,
her.
yes, I remember now.
Yeah, she
Ouch.
went for an ill-advised walk today and really aggravated her plantar fasciitis. So she's
Yeah,
wearing her apparatus to try and stretch it out and keep it from
yeah,
getting worse.
yeah. I completely forgot about that particular injury.
Yeah, it only comes up a little. Um, but yeah, she's cuddling with the dog and enjoying the Nintendo Virtual Consoles in was enjoying Nintendo Virtual Console's influx of Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah, she told me this morning. And that thrilled me, especially to see the three Game Boy Color era Zelda games. Oh my God, I am excited to see those.
I started Ages, and I
Hmm.
never got very far. I was not very good at it. Um,
Yeah, I look forward to doing more with that. I have streamed both. I have guested on both. I fully expect that Kuro will want to do all three.
I don't know. How do you feel about the Game Boy Zelda games? Do they hit the same for you? You played Link to the Past.
I mean, same engine, just half the bits.
Now's your chance.
Hmm.
Not yet. Okay, that's exciting. Um, so speaking of exciting, and maybe not everybody will feel that way, but this is a game that we're going to play tonight. It's called Strange Horticulture, and we started it on the tail end of our last horses stream. We are now free, released from the long national nightmare. That was otherwise actually a very good game. It just does really drag. Um, and I've been thinking about this game ever since. It really grabbed me in the way that whoops, gotta redo some video options. There I am. It really grabbed me in its beginning and its premise of running this shop and having very little information. I think it gives you just enough questions to be excited about finding about the answers.
Mm.
Um, you'll have to tell me if the audio is too. Day one.
Yeah, yeah, listening to it.
Okay, we're okay because we still have the ones that we know.
The stream sounds good,
Great. I'm very happy to hear that. So,
which is kind of ironic considering your opinion of audience.
I'm mostly doing this for the VODs because occasionally my dearest brother will watch them.
Mm.
So, do you... Oh, well, the will to explore fills by itself. That's fascinating.
Yep.
Do you want to go out and do one?
Yeah, sure.
Bios.
Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night, the sleeping Fae held close. Fae often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to strange horticulture seeking relief from her nightmares.
Interesting.
And then this sleep log. Sleep log, no, that's a diary.
Chat log.
Fuck me running.
All right, let's go. Let's go out. Did we ever find the thing that we had the hint of like, if you go to the place with the whatever?
Truth be told, I do not remember what we have and haven't done.
I don't want... South of the town. South of Gosforth. On the northeast corner of the wood. A bright flower. There is a check mark, so that kind of implies that we done did it, you know?
I know we got at least one successful hunt, maybe two. I'm inclined to the belief that the check mark does indicate that we've done this.
Okay. Then I'm putting that away.
But yeah, I have no knowledge of where we've explored, where we haven't. I don't remember anything except the base idea of what we're doing here.
So, start on A1?
I suppose.
I just don't think we have any other clues of, like, pointing us to a specific place.
Why don't we end day and, well, actually, you know what? We may as well burn one and watch the mechanics overnight. Sure, why not, A1?
Why did I come here? That bad, huh? Okay.
End the day.
Indeed.
Let's see what that does to our will to explore.
I know how you can build it up faster. Okay.
It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Row H, the Third River.
Okay. The Ambleside Library is, I think, where we found... We came from Ambleside, I think.
Dawn of the second day.
Oh good, we get to keep this. Thank God. Oh, and our will to explore is like all full.
Sleeping must replenish it in full.
And if we want a customer, we can hit the bell. Why don't we go look at the river? 1,
Row H.
2, 3.
4, 5. There's 2 more off to the east.
I guess I can only assume that they mean from left to right. But I can't guarantee it.
Oh, the Third River. Forgot about that. That's gotta be it.
But if you look in the bottom right corner, there's like a picture, and the river does not look like that there.
It does say the Third River, though, doesn't it?
Yes.
So, that being the case, it could be... Well, no, it absolutely is H11.
So we've got the river Ert, and the river Esk, and the river Dudden, and the river Trake down here, I guess.
Yeah, it's gotta be H11.
But it doesn't look like the picture.
I know. I'm choosing, at least for my suggestion, to go with instruction over picture.
Well, at least let me do a brief visual scan. To see if there is... something that reminds me of it. This is reminiscent but not exact.
but it does also quite clearly say row H.
I know. Alright. Suppose it doesn't hurt to try.
I promise you the battleship is somewhere in that square. Ah.
There is a plant.
Hi! Oh, that's age 11. My bad.
A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many.
Out of a dead deer?
Yeah, I guess. Nutrients are nutrients.
Sure.
So, do we know anything about this? The dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant.
You sure there's not some other reason your fingers are aching?
Well, it's not the mushroom.
It's not Butterdale.
It does not seem that way.
No, no. No, no.
I think we already have Gandhi root.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. And no. No. Not quite. No, 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 no,
Those got check marks too.
and no.
So did the whoops.
The petals are a little narrower than that, I think. Unless you want to put a supposition label on it. I know we were color coding these in some way or another. I want to say purples are the ones we know for sure, and the yellows were supposition guesses.
Yes, I think that is true.
Do we have a
Oh, but this is a much better match, because the
Yeah.
leaves curl around delightfully.
I'm going to say we have no lead.
Yeah, I think you're right. We have more stamina to look for stuff, but we have
no hints.
yeah, other than this, which is not super helpful
No.
and is not considered a clue. All right, so pet the kitty
Aww.
and ring the bell. Isidore Burbage. Bring me a sample of Apis demissus, and be quick about it, that damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this.
If it would de-blur, I could read it. Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding and is quick to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power, and few would challenge him to his face.
Apis demissus, you say? Certainly doesn't sound familiar.
Do we have an entry in the guidebook?
No,
We
these have a lot more.
I don't have the faintest idea what it is he wants.
Oh, they list the names. They list the Latin names. Gandhi root. Who do we suspect of being Gandhi root? Because it doesn't have a check mark. You. We've done it!
Excellent. We can turn that label lavender.
And we get a new one. A meek dew. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets made this a sought after sought after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores.
Well, you're absolutely right. We did get a new one. Banned.
A bot?
Fucking bots. Yeah, can we change the color of the label?
There we go. Welcome to the identified shelf. Happy to have you.
Way.
So let's talk about Meekdo. And do any of our mysteries. Okay, not that. Beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets. Now, is this one of the florets? Or is it one of the flowers?
I don't see anything resembling that shape.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's flowers made up of florets. And we think it's clavilium?
Looking at the leaves, that's what I was
The leaves
thinking.
are pretty,
Pretty close.
yeah, that's pretty compelling. Let's take another customer and see if we have...
Let's do the thing.
Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail.
Oh, thanks. What you got?
There's an old slate mine at Hardknot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Hardknot old slate mine. It's probably not it. Yep, found him.
I see it. F13.
Yeah. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Hey! Remember what they just said about clavilium?
Yep. Is it? It is!
Mwah! This game rules.
In a book entry.
Aguria. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts of gentle lambswool, characterize this plant.
It says stem.
That is... Oh my god. Oh my god. The layers of that joke.
What did you expect me to call that, Woody? So do we have anything that looks like that?
It does not seem that way. Oh, and you, my friend, get to be purple. Eventually we're gonna have to switch shelves.
And what are all these plants?
Hang on, do we know Fennet or do we not know Fennet?
I don't think we know Fennet, but where did the Clearilium go?
I put it up on the... Oh.
Oh, it's still down here.
Where?
Click OK.
Oh. Oh god, you scared me. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Okay, I can drive this thing. The gate swings open loudly, complaining on its rusty hinges after a short exploration of the tunnel. I am rewarded 3 plants.
Cool.
Ooh, look at them all. Okay, great.
We are really shrooming now.
All right.
Can we identify any of this?
Let's start with this green guy. It seems to give off a small amount of light.
Those are so cool, though. Anything
Yeah.
anything bioluminescent like that.
Fade
Light
sunlight.
blue
This is
flowers.
the bishop's parasol is the opposite of this because this draws light in, so it's definitely not you.
Yeah.
Farmer's worry. Spongy mesh kind of doesn't look like any of those.
If we can find a shroom that's got warts on it, it might give us some help.
We've already figured out wandering blue. Oh wow, we really have not a lot of mushrooms.
That makes me very sad.
Viscous white liquid can be seen oozing from its underside.
Is it pus or cum?
It smells rotten.
I mean, either would. It's not
Seeps a
Bishop's
milky fluid.
parasol. So you think that... Oh, so that might be Bishop's parasol.
Yeah, that's the best we got. Goodness.
Yeah, you know what? If you look very carefully around the outer rim of the picture in the book, you can see
That's
some
possible.
swellings.
Yeah.
Not very well defined swellings, but then again, neither are these.
And this guy. Light blue tufts. Still don't have that. Okay. I guess we need to take another customer.
Dingity ding.
I'm headed to Grisdale Forest, investigating a possible murder there.
Murder?
Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The sisterhood are a secretive lot, and they're not keen to talk to me.
Did he say murder?
Seems that way. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. Your cheekbones are out of control, sir. I was hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over.
Man, where's Silver when you need him?
Reuben Ward works with the police on murder cases. He is a kind, good-humored man, but beneath the mask he is deeply sad. His only child, a daughter, had seemed troubled for some time before running away from home several years ago. The victims whose stories he tries to uncover are all somebody's son, somebody's daughter. The search for answers drives him forward, piecing together the logic of life and death.
That's very wholesome.
It's sad. Okay.
It's sad, but
Do I
very pure.
know what a fox button is?
Do we have an entry for Fox Button in the book?
An offering of fox button is considered by some to represent a contact of friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stem. Oh, we argued about this one.
We did. Blue flowers, stiff leaves.
But they appear much more rounded in the drawing. If I had to guess, I'd say this one.
Yeah, but thick, shiny leaves, though. Pull the other one under the scope again.
It does say stiff leaves.
They'd have to be thick in order to be stiff, no?
I actually don't know.
In context of a plant. What about that red one up there? Yeah. Small leaves, delicate flowers.
Oh, look at these flowers.
I see them.
Not you. It's this. It's this.
You want to label that yellow?
I do.
Okay. Make do. Right.
Anyway, as for our fox problem, out of the 3,
Well,
or I
2
guess the
now.
2, I wonder what the penalty is for getting it wrong.
If you want to explore that, give him the white flowers. If you want the right answer, I would suggest giving him blue.
Suck my whole dick.
Oh! How about that? Alright. Brimlock.
Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draft made using leaves from the brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough.
I don't think I have a need for cold protection.
You know, you're fine.
No, my cold armor is through the fucking roof.
So...
And then we can move the Meekdu down with the other unidentifieds.
The who now?
The Meekdu, the red one up top.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
What did we just... Do we have anything that's got an oak-looking leaf? Doesn't look that way. All of these are pretty straightforward leaf-wise.
Yeah.
This is...
What's the blue bulb in the lower middle? Next to the glowing shrooms.
This?
I don't know where your cursor is, so...
Oh, it's supposed to oh, it shows the cursor on the stream, but not Discord. This guy?
Yeah. The leaves on that guy. Oh wait, this grows yellow flowers, doesn't it?
But only when it's cold, so I'm not sure they would ever show up in our greenhouse.
Then I would purport that we do not have a lead at this point.
Indeed. And still no idea of where to go.
That letter we have in the bottom right.
I actually just put it in the archive because we figured it out, remember?
No, the one with the picture on it.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy. What's he about?
Wish I knew.
Is it literally just a picture? Because if so, that's not supremely useful to us by itself.
I hope someday to figure out what this means. I guess we have to take another customer.
Yep.
I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's poppy.
Oh?
There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep.
Harlequin blue.
I'd love to know why.
That sounds familiar.
We have a guess as to what it is. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. That's very funny. We think that this is Harlequin blue. And we'd be right. We got an entry for Shimmerlung. The dried stem of the Shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large, ridged leaves.
I'm pretty sure we'd be able to very easily identify that particular shape of petal. That being said, I'm not sure we... Wait a second.
Could it be this guy? But anyway, let me recolor the one that we know. And
Should we start putting the ones we know out of sight? All the way on the left side?
Perhaps.
Yeah, because we're gonna need to make the space for those that we still need to consider.
Oh, I kind of want to alphabetize them. Because I, have a problem.
Did you hear that, guys? She said my name.
Hey, a joke.
Way.
Oh, do they
And
slide down by themselves?
try it out with the, yeah.
This is a
That's
perfect game.
convenient. That's convenient.
Game of the year.
Now, what happens if you shove one of them off the shelf in this manner? Because we're going to have to with this. Or aren't we?
They just get
This
little.
seems... Alright, cool. Well,
Yeah, good for you guys. I wonder how many plants they're gonna give us. Now I'm getting worried that if that's a thing.
while Wit is doing the alphabeticalization, what are we thinking about after this game? Like looking into the future?
I try not to look into the future if I can help it. I have other
good
things
enough.
I could do, but it's well and truly your turn.
Yeah, good enough. I have been traumatized about the idea of looking into the future ever since the Rocco's Modern Life episode where the nipples came into play.
Oh, I would thank you not to elaborate.
Yeah, no, I'd say watch the show if you're interested.
Bethany Coleman. You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. Oh, hello. The nature of her death is unusual. The Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy.
We definitely have a label for that.
We do. But it's a maybe.
I mean, they're all maybes.
Oh no.
So that's what happens.
I don't love that. What do you have to say for yourself?
Smooth, waxy aftertaste.
Wait. Leaves are waxy and tough.
So what we thought was Mary's breath is actually Brimlock.
It certainly seems that way.
Alright, let's relabel that and then we'll pull another one from our stock. It seems as though it won't actually give us any requests for a plant we don't currently hold.
So it seems. And frankly, I'm grateful. Although, who knows, this could be the first.
At the very least, we've not gotten one yet.
So, Mary and her breath. Wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the amount of water it requires. That's actually not... I could see why we thought it was the other one.
And so I brought Mary down to her level, and her breath would reach me between
The veined leaves have a waxy finish. I bet it's this.
Take the shot.
Hooray!
That's good.
Whoops.
So that is confirmedly Mary's breath. Now let's shove it on over. Oh, have you reached your limit of what you want to shove
For
up
now.
there?
LM. Yeah, this, I can live with this.
Cool.
Oh, and we thought,
What about that
you.
letter?
Wait, I will in a second, but we had a thought that this might be.
Smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels rough. Feels like rough glass paper. Large ridged leaves.
What, it doesn't look anything like the picture.
I am not convinced.
Yeah, me neither. What do we got? We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in the Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore, across from Torber. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Arduina.
Alright, let's check it out.
What else do we have going on?
Not very much.
So,
Grisdale Forest.
across from Torber.
Deep in the forest. So, the deepermost parts of the forest look like J18 and 19.
A mile from the lakeshore. So
Across
each
the harbor.
square is 1 mile. So here's
So
the lakeshore. So I think it's 17. No, I lied. That would be less than a mile. I guess it would be 18 because it's a mile in between them.
J18, fire a battleship.
As soon as I step off the road, 2 members of the Sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I am not welcome here. I try showing them the sister's letter, but they tell me I'm in the wrong place and move me along without offering any help. Do you think that's because we got it wrong?
It could be K19, or K18 rather. Or even K17, looking at where the lake forms.
I want to try again.
This is making my plants wet.
I'm ashamed that that got me.
I'm gratified that it got you. The look on your face pleases me every time I manage that. K17 or K18?
I think we did 18.
We did J18. I'm wondering if we want K. J19 seems a bit far for a mile.
But it's not across from Torver anymore.
Do we want to attempt 17?
I do.
Let's try
I would like to attempt them all. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. Hey! I'm ushered into a walled courtyard, and then through a large oak door, along a corridor, and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There's not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black. Her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? asks my escort. I set to work.
I know we have what we think might be a Ren, but we don't have a Stimpy.
We are no longer friends. For you making
like
that joke.
Don't like that show?
No, it's terrible. Oh, can be used to detect certain poisons. That's kind of cool. We've done it.
Excellent.
And we get gray sandfire. Sandfire is a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. That's gotta be...
Yeah, we have something that smells smoky.
absolutely this one.
Oh yeah.
And so I've already forgotten its name.
So have I. Gray Sandfire.
Simply must. Oh, I guessed right the first time. And so we get some plants out of this.
I see something that looks like one of the pictures.
Indeed. Wait, no, did I learn anything more about the woman's dead body? No, you just get some plants?
There was another page. I was waiting for you to read it. Is there a way we can look back at the place we just went? Like an archive of...
Kinda doesn't seem that way.
I don't buy that. There must be something we can... Or do we have to explore the place again in order to see it?
That's possible.
Should we hit K17 again just to see what happens with that?
Yes. I think it was J17. Well,
I can't read it.
I've already helped identify the cause of the artist's death. Gilded dendra poisoning. Does that mean...
Yeah, another page does come up after you take an action, like at a map location. I would check that first before doing anything else in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
As to these two new plants, there was one relatively new page that had tubes for petals.
Yes, and I will go back to that.
Cream-colored flowers.
I don't think we actually have it. It's not the Aguria. Is it? Oh, there's the problem. I agree with you.
Yeah, pretty certain that is, yeah. And at this point, we have positively identified the wren.
Yes. Where'd he go? There you are. Welcome to over here.
I do hope you enjoyed your time over there.
There was something. There was a picture with huge thorns. Mellow glow. Sharp thorns that protect it from predators.
Sharp thorns.
It's not a lot to go on, because at least in the real world, a lot of plants have sharp thorns, but I'm prepared.
True, but these are the most defined thorns we have so far. I do like... Huh. Uh-oh. I'm convinced that is not mellow glow. Looking at the thorns that we just labeled.
Indeed.
Alright, so do we have anything on that particular bulb?
A sweet-smelling flower. A single pink flower that smells pleasant. It's definitely not either of these.
No.
Pretty sure it's not either of these. It's not a mushroom. Those are identified. doesn't talk about poison. We're pretty confident about that sand fire.
Mm.
We're pretty confident about that Lady of Summer with the curly leaves. Lemon
Yeah.
Dandy has been positively identified. Doesn't look anything like Meekdew.
Yeah, no, those thorns are definitely too small.
Then I just think we don't know.
Yeah,
And
no
it
clue.
gets added back to the mystery pile.
Yep.
Alright, I think we've got what we've got.
Yep. So, who's next?
Oh, he's back.
You again.
Uh-oh. I think we succeeded at what... We gave you what you asked for.
Either Butterdale or Meekdew.
Is that what that means? Oh, that is an almost impossible font. I need to think carefully about which plants to use here. My actions could have consequences.
Do we have... We have suppositions for both... No, we have a supposition for Meekdew. I don't think we have one for Butterdale?
No. The game
Then
perhaps thinks we... Oh yeah, we do.
So I'm going to leave that up to you. Which one would you like to suppose?
Well, this could form a poultice, and the Meekdew will result in painful sores. So, I think I'd like to try the Butterdale, if it's all the same to you.
I was going to say, my question is, what would you like to get out of this game?
I would like to be nice.
Then Butterdale, and it is correct. So what does that get us?
Storian.
Another mushroom.
The dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances, as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. A cross-section of the stem shows the distinctive triple xylem and phloem of the Storian.
Could that be the red bulb?
I actually don't think it's a mushroom. I think it might be, if it's anything, it's this guy.
The book does say fruit, doesn't it?
It sure does.
For a Storian.
They are pretty dark red.
Alright, so we can suppose that that plant is a Storian.
Yeah, I guess we've done more with less.
And we now have positive ID on Butterdale.
Congratulations to Butterdale.
Congratulations, Butterdick.
Okay. Do we have anywhere we still need to go? Not that I can recall.
I don't believe so.
Alright, then let's pet the kitty. They've started making plushes of the kitty.
You can hear the purring. It's so wholesome.
It's great. Oh boy.
Tarot reading.
North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rusland, south of Crinkle Crags.
Fascinating. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the powers she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found.
I would like to look in our archive.
Dawn of the final day. But not likely the final day.
Yeah, I actually don't know how long this game is.
What are you looking for in the archive?
I am looking for the letter that got us here. An excerpt on the elusive wandering Bew, come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on Gilded Dendra that might be of interest. Simone. We have been to the library in Ambleside.
Yeah, the check mark confirms it. Yeah, I think everything we've archived, we've already resolved.
We don't actually know anything about a wandering Bew, do we? Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, we have it confirmed.
Where is it then? Oh, it's very poorly alphabetized. That's where it is. Interesting. Oh, where's our... Alright, north of Hawkshead. East... Alright, north... There we are.
Hawkshead is in F19. North of Hawkshead. East of Lowick. Where is Lowick? Lowick is in N16.
Oh. Okay. North of Hawkshead.
West of Rustland. Where is Rustland?
Rustland is L18.
North of Hawkshead. East of Lowick. West of Rustland, which would force column 17.
And south of Crinklecracks, which I think forces row E. So it's gotta be this.
E17. Fire.
My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers there hidden from view. That's a bright flower.
Very pretty colors.
Indeed. So before we start the day, let's see what we know about these. Dark blue flowers, smells like sweet rhubarb. That's a mushroom. This we have a suspicion of. That's a mushroom. We have suspicions for a lot of these.
Alright, so let's see what we're at so far.
Bright red flowers grow at the ends of thin stems.
We have... can I see real quick, the table of contents? So we have...
No suspicion,
11...
but it's very obvious that it's not this.
I'm just looking at overall progress so far. So 9, and next page, please. So we have 11 check marks and 11 lavender tags, so that's all resolved. 1, 2, 3, back one, please. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, unconfirmed, and 9 yellow labels. So 3 out of these unlabeled could correlate to supposition among the ones we don't have yet. We could look through those, or we can press on, whichever you want to do.
Nothing is leaping out at me.
Okay.
Because we don't have a supposition, but like this is a very obvious looking flower. As soon as we get this, we'll know.
Okay. So you're looking specifically at what, the dark blue or the red?
Both at this point.
Alright.
I'm not super confident about any of these.
Do we have supposition for Gilded Dendra?
No, but there have been ones that are like, I hate touching this. I just don't know which.
Yeah, I'm looking at long, fairly pointed leaves. And I'm wondering if the red bulb we just picked up might qualify.
This could be it. It
Let's
also
see.
talks about turning everything black, and these petals are dark blue.
They're soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant.
This is a distinct possibility.
I mean, the descriptions track, but the leaves look a little wide. Maybe. I don't know. We have plenty of suppositions locked in already, and we're doing okay on them thus far. We haven't had to dip into anything deep.
Oh, and the Rising Dread reset. I guess you have to fail 3 in a day.
Or sleep. Sleep might have done it.
Yes, I meant we have to fail 3 in a day in order to trigger whatever the consequence is.
Okay. Lady of Summer, we have
A strong supposition.
It's correct. Hooray!
We get a book entry for Fennet, which we already had labeled, but I think maybe we learned about from somewhere else?
We might have, but this gives us a good comparison point. Let's change that label first.
Blew this up.
Yeah, resolve that, get it out of the way.
And then Fennet, you say?
So the microscope says...
Yep.
And then the book says... Pale yellow flowers, the leaves are quite soft. Chewing the tough fruit of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. It has long, soft leaves.
It's gotta be.
I'd say that's enough to maintain supposition.
You wouldn't purple it?
No. I would never purple it unless we,
Get the ding.
until we actually get the ding, yeah.
I think this might be the book. The scary book where they talk about she found a book and it's terrifying. This might be it.
Maybe.
We might be looking at it. Hello, Mr. Postman? They're saying the art has been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me the art always looked out for the less fortunate.
Thank you, good sir.
The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. We sure do!
We do.
And its name is...
I don't even remember.
Wouldn't that be Winterboar? Am I making that up?
Mrs. Winterbourne?
Oh, no, it's not Winterboar. That's...
It is Brimlock.
And we think that this is Brimlock.
So when we go to that location, Great Gable, was it?
Great Gable? Great Gable.
So when we go to that location, that'll probably be the plant that it asked for. Great Gable is...
All the way up here, seems to be a mountain.
A13, fire.
After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain. Unless...
When do we ever do the sensible thing?
I mean, I do it all the time, but...
I don't. I think that may be why we make such a good show.
I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and am presently rewarded. So our book entry is for sunset mounttrap, which is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking mountcap as a result of its unpleasant odor.
Yeah, it's Mount Cap. It's a weird font.
Oh. Yeah, look at that. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home and is often placed in doorways. It is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten.
So it's a shroom.
We get a new plant that could be anything. That letter is finished.
Do we want to attempt to identify a mushroom? It smells strongly of soured milk. And the book?
Says that it smells bad.
Sunset Mountcap.
I can't tell if it's trying to show us an internal view, which I kind of think maybe it is.
Yeah, look at the 3 little marks in the middle there. Those could be seeds.
Yeah.
I would assume that's an internal cross section. And I would be confident in placing a yellow label on it.
Okay.
Sunset Mountcap.
This is a great game.
I'm enjoying it.
I keep trying to put it under M. Mountcap, comma, sunset. And we got a new flower, which kind of looks like winter boar to me.
Things beginning with M. Brings me back to an old Scattergories memory.
Cool blue-gray flowers. With an orange center.
Yeah.
Blue-gray and gray-blue is pretty fucking convincing.
I agree. Yellow label. Yeah, speaking of things beginning with M, Scattergories one time. What would you think of first if your category was bad habits and the M was rolled?
Oh. Yeah, same as you.
Yep. What do you want from me? It's an easy 12-pointer if nobody else is sick.
This plant is cursed. It's brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. Yeah, sure, let's do it. It's like a mushroom grew up. Tell me about yourself. A mushroom-like plant with red warts growing on it. That doesn't sound familiar.
I just had an interesting thought. We could probably get anything we have in the book that is not yet supposed with the help of the microscope. Or maybe not. I don't see anything resembling an Agoria. Nah, fuck it. We have 10 suppositions. That's plenty for right now. Let's not go ghost chasing unless we run out.
Yeah. This doesn't sound like anything that I've heard of. Hey, Simone! She likes her cat.
I absolutely agree with that.
Oh yes, a favor. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again and can use some common trouse, and I know where to find it.
Okay. How can I help?
According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike.
Alright.
I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime.
So we need to hit red pike.
Here, take this. It's common trouse. Despite being described as common, the trouse can be in fact quite tricky to find. However, it is known to grow in abundance on the slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. Its leaves have been used for centuries as a balm against eye strain.
So that suggests we can be assured that whatever plant we find on red pike would be the common trouse.
Indeed. Hey, Simone gets a bio. Simone loves books and reading. She's also irritatingly organized and has begun the overwhelming task of rearranging the library at Ambleside. Her new system works, but it will take years to catalog every book, scroll, pamphlet, and diary. In the meantime, every day yields new discoveries, buried fragments of ancient knowledge resurfacing to the light like arrowheads to archaeologists.
Neat.
Beth was born into a loving family but never felt settled. She sought out a higher purpose when she was still young and left home at 14 to join the Sisterhood of Arduina. The head of the sisterhood, the Arda, took a liking to her and helped her to develop renewed purpose, caring for the forest and putting her faith in the goddess Arduina. Now her mentor has been murdered and Beth is looking for answers.
Oh, Silver.
Where?
Here.
In chat?
No. Was in channel, now is back in channel.
I'd just like to say that I strenuously deny any connection to any murders that may have happened just before I showed up.
Excuse me, did you just say the word murder without the proper voice?
Murder?
Hello, welcome.
You must have a dog around.
Anyway,
hello.
Hello. Let's go get that common trouse.
So, red pike.
Oh, it's up here. I just happened to see it. Let's climb a mountain. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the view is majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I am after. So, would you put this in blue?
I would. That everything is tracked quite perfectly. I would make that one of our lavender labels.
But we haven't with Fennec. And I believe this was kind of the same deal.
You think Fennec was shooting enough to do the same thing?
I do.
Alright. Well, this is common trouse, and then Fennec gets turned the same color. Let's leave them over here, though, until we actually spike confirmation on them.
Interesting thought.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? Use our red labels for that.
Yeah.
We haven't found a use for them yet, so now we have yellow for supposition, red for very strong supposition, and purple purple.
Love this. Love this for us.
Cool.
Next customer. Verona Green. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image.
Yeah?
If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing.
Okay. What's this got to do with us?
Indeed. Long story short, may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I assure you, he deserves to be turned into a toad.
And you expect us to...
Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got any Shimmerlung?
We do, we think. Actually, we strongly enough think.
Oh. Yes. There we go.
There. Yes.
We were correct. And we got Candlewood. Produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect protecting against all manners of affliction of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. I absolutely know that it's this one.
Yeah. Would you read that? Off that description, I would certainly read that.
No, I'm gonna save the red for the game basically all but told us in a quest, but we just haven't proved it yet. This is getting yellow.
Like plot driven?
Yes.
That makes sense too.
I've already forgotten the name.
So have I. Okay.
Is it Candlewood?
Yes, Candlewood.
It was!
Oh, my ass.
Yeah.
Every time I fart, ouch.
What have you done?
I have eaten atomic wings, and I was late getting to here tonight because I was busy shitting it out.
Congratulations, and I'm sorry.
It's raw and it hurts. My God. I need Bengay.
No, you
no,
don't.
you do not.
That
Yes.
is
You
that is the wrong stuff, and I think you know it.
It got reaction.
It sure
do
did.
not want your butthole to go from
Icy to hot.
yeah. Because the icy menthol is like a burning menthol feeling. It's just, it feels cool for some reason.
I'm
But it
looking
will
for a
also feel
plant
like
that
it's
can
burning.
supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. I remember it's
What?
bright red, though. Well, it's not Storian, because that's super, super poisonous. So, let's check all our red boys, starting with our St. John's poppy. Because I think this is it. Yes, greatly improve the virus hearing. There you go. Yeah, I
Hooray.
know. We already have.
Man, we got no reward out of that one.
Because we already... this was a double confirm.
That makes me sad. Because now it means it can give us customers that grant us absolutely no forward progress. I can't say I like that very much.
I don't know. Not everything in your life is significant. I kind of get it. I don't know. Makes sense to me. Nowhere left to go.
That revelation hurts me.
I
Makes me
know.
think parts of my life were a lie.
Easy, Tiger.
Not everything is relevant.
Almost nothing is relevant, I found. Oh!
Excuse me while I crawl into the fetal, because
Oh,
we're missing a part of the card.
indeed.
Time passed, a year, and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. That moon is getting bigger, which leads me to believe by this little timeline that we can kind of sort of approximate the length of the game.
Perhaps, yeah.
At least the natural plot line.
It's been one a day.
I am going to suppose 2 weeks in-game. 14 days.
Alright.
Based on visual.
You're usually quite good at that. Well, I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, that doesn't give us any help.
Oh, it lives in clues, I see.
Yeah, leave that there. We've got nothing we can do with that.
Oh, you didn't get put properly away?
Neither did one of those mushrooms, it looks like.
Strange. This horticulture. Very strange. Yeah. Hey, my lovely wife. Oh, she's got ice cream.
You know, we had a Jinx moment on last night's stream, too.
You're an incredible wife. You smell like chocolate ice cream.
You know, we had a similar moment of Jinx on last night's stream as well.
Oh,
like
yes.
that whole retro bit that just now. Yeah, don't you hello me. You can ask Kuro about that. About the don't you hello me Jinx.
I assume a character said hello and you thought that that was an inappropriate response to the current situation.
That is precisely what it was, and we both did the same thing. We all know each other way too well.
Fox Button was no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have the time to pursue it properly. Don't worry, Mr. Ward, I'm on the case. There's been a body found up at the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. Don't suppose you've got much of anything to help keep my lunch down. My stomach's never coped too well with the grisly ones. Oh, we have a
Fennec
chance.
is one of the red labels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we could be pretty well assured of that one.
But this was our first chance because we get a book entry for it.
Yep.
For witch fig. Plant that is said to have many uses, including the easing the symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. It is also well liked by butterflies. It has similar leaves to the fever kiss plant, which it is often confused with. What a deeply unhelpful entry.
I do not see any bulbs that are quite so robust. Good.
No, I guess I'm inclined to agree.
I mean, look at it. The bulbs on that plant kind of look like lemons.
Yeah, it's. I think that's the fruit, the fig in question. And
yeah, and I'm pretty convinced we do not have anything like that right now.
Nope.
Figs grow on trees, so.
Well, they gotta start out little.
Not when they're figs.
So does.
If you bonsai them, they can.
So does meat.
I suppose that's true.
So does meat, depending on what world you're in.
I'm in this one.
Not in this one.
Yeah. So.
The one I spend 2 nights a weekend right now. Meat definitely grows on trees.
Which one is that?
Is that Shadows of Loathing?
Oh.
Yeah, Ocean City.
Of course. What a great game.
I meant to tell you what.
I am going to go because Carmine is waiting for me and I have to get a thing to Zach. But it has been good tuning into you guys.
This game rules.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Are you back in your normal place on Sunday?
I'm back in my normal place. I may have nieces, so I can't guarantee that I will be free.
I would say
let them join.
Let them join in.
Those kids are terrors. You don't want that.
Oh. Or perhaps I do, but go have fun.
Give my regards to the others.
Will do.
Yeah.
Ta-ta.
Ciao.
See ya.
I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Griesdale Forest, just northeast of Bresland. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the Sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. I don't know, that kind of seems like normally protective from them. Their whole thing is protect the forest.
That, and given the situation of their dead leader.
Yeah, Griesdale, northeast of Bresland. So Griesdale.
Northeast.
North?
Northeast of Bresland would be K-19.
The Widowmaker. From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling of being watched. Suddenly I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elm bows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
While you're doing that,
Okay, what does Mellow Glow do that it's going to defeat women with bows? I must look this up. I'm very curious. Among other uses for this plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it is possible to become hidden from sight and memory. Even if they are staring right at you, that seems... Okay. It is magic. All of this is magic. So, a wizard, you can wave your hands and say a wizard did it. It just seems like a lot. Thanks, Silver. Oh, it worked. Okay. Well, we've positively identified Mellow Glow, but I feel like Alpha will want to see this. Although it depends on what he had to run off to do. Because if it's a continuation of his earlier gastric distress, I don't know when I'm getting it back. On the flip side, I can basically guarantee that no one is watching this, so it doesn't matter if I sit here in silence, because nobody will care. So perhaps I will just check my phone and wait. That sounds like the kind of thing I would do. Hark! What light 3 on the way to breaks?
Okay, I'm back. So that is Mellow Glow. Excellent.
Yes. Apparently, it's so good at hiding you from sight and memory, you can use it directly in front of the people you're trying to get away from, and they just stop seeing you. That's pretty wild.
I like that.
So, we have to do the book entry first. Caballia, a rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreaths made from it at graves of their loved ones. Caballia flowers almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune.
I do see a 6-petaled flower up there. It's the purple one toward the bottom right.
Oh yeah, that does really look like it, the one that's face on. But let's find the plant from Baroda. What a wacky looking plant. It's like it brings its own pot.
I like that.
So tell me about yourself.
Soft purple with a sweet scent.
That's pretty convincing visual.
Convincing visual, and the book reads...
It's just the 6-petal thing, but it's a good
Fine.
picture. I'm prepared to yellow it.
Yeah, I'll buy that. We have a really good system going on here.
Yeah, this is working out well. Tell me about yourself. The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. This doesn't sound like anything.
Should we label out a list of plants we do not have supposition for, but are in the book?
Oh, like a handwritten list?
Yeah.
Only if you're the one prepared to monitor it.
I'm good with that. What's our first yellow label up there?
Brimlock.
Which should now be a purple label.
Yes, it's true. It was used for some. Oh, you know why? Because it was used on that quest.
Yeah.
And we didn't get the...
Yeah, so that... Up there. Okay, so the first... now what's the first?
Bishop's Parasol.
Alright, so Agoria, we do not have a supposition. Caballia, Candlewood, Common Trouse.
We do not have any
Worry.
ideas about Farmer's Worry.
Farmer's Worry. And what's the next one after that? I'm sorry.
Gray Sandfire.
Okay, so Gilded Dendra.
Yeah, I still think it's this.
Microscope.
Sorry. It's the one
And
that
book.
your fingers hurt from touching it, and they say, like, even touching this is poisonous. Touching the leaves of the plant can be painful.
Let's yellow it. Let's yellow it. Yeah. So that goes before. Yep.
Yes. So, Gilded Dendra, Gray Sandfire.
Yep. Okay.
And then we've got Meekdew.
Yep.
Oh, the Mellow Glow is confirmed by
Yep.
something.
Doesn't much matter what. It's confirmed.
LM.
Okay.
What else do we have? Got that Meekdew.
We do.
Got the
We
Storian,
do not have anything. Dorian.
Sunset Mount Cap, and Winterport. So we don't have anything for
we do not have-
Witchfig.
So that's 4 plants for which we have no supposition.
Yes.
Let's make... Shall we make an attempt, since it's only 4? We can use the pages as our initial visual guides.
I'm very confident we don't have a Guria. It's a very clear description. A light blue cotton-tufted flower. Farmer's Worry is a mushroom. And a very simple-looking one. It says it's spongy. This has...
A mushroom like plant with red warts. That's probably not it. No. No.
So I don't think we've got this either.
Alright, Storian.
No, we have Storian.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 3 then. And Witch Fig?
Witch Fig is pretty obviously none of these.
Okay. Alright. And then we have 6, 8, 10 plants of which we have absolutely no clues about.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah, Miss Swift is back. I am afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. Oh, we have something to help her. There's a shielding plant. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. Bummer. Cool idea for a mask, though. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her, that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. Dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid.
Agoria or Candlewood?
Well, we don't have Agoria, very obvious, very noticeably.
So we're going to have to make an attempt at Candlewood.
Indeed. This is supposed to make psychic vision stronger. And Candlewood is the protection. Yeah, I would, even if I had it, I would have leaned toward Candlewood, because it sounded like she just wants some peace.
Let's have it. Way!
Got a
Alright,
word
so
for it.
Purple label.
Worryless. Worryless is an aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. I have perhaps some ideas on that.
Yeah. So let's purple Candlewood. I'd say put that on the far left, the Lady of Summer. Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree. So, one of these is like, smells so good.
I'm pretty convinced about the leaves.
See what they're branching off of? It's a maybe. This one does have the line drawn on the center.
Does.
And
do we have anything
they seem
else?
extremely excited about the smell.
Do we have anything else with rounded leaves? I see a couple.
Unconvinced about the leaves.
Yeah.
Kinda nothing. You'll only talk about the berries.
The closest match on the leaves is the second one up there.
I am tempted to yellow it.
Yes. Let's.
Just because
I'm convinced by the leaf design.
I'm convinced by the enthusiasm of smelling it.
Enthusiasm.
Alright, next customer. Good evening, ma'am. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and I said to Francis we simply must pay a visit.
Welcome.
It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town.
Thank you.
I'm not the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake.
In this rain?
Yeah, right? Shame about this awful weather, though.
Yeah.
You must come to Sizerg. We have a small
Oh.
library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago.
Really?
I'm sure they would be interested to a horticulturist such as yourself.
Well, thank you very much.
You are cordially invited to Sizerg Castle by Lord and Lady Elsbeth. Well, we don't have a profile on Lady Elsbeth, but we did get one on Verona Green. Verona has been studying the occult and the mysterious for many years. It started as a hobby, but gradually grew into an obsession. She haunts the boundary between truth and tale, seeking out the knowledge that others recoil from. She also brews a lovely cup of tea. So, Sizerg, you think they're back there now? Can we go? Can we go right now?
I see no reason not to. Let's find it.
There it is.
Sizerg?
I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elsbeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she explains, pointing at a plant I do not recognize. But before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I'm quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elsbeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. 2 plants in a book.
She thrusts you warmly. Oh, fever kiss.
So, do you recall we have an entry that is very unhelpful except for saying, its leaves look like the fever kiss plant?
I do.
Do you see where this plant was placed on our shelf in the background?
I do.
Do you see what's right next to it?
I do. Fever kiss. Not fever kiss.
So, I
Question?
think Fever Kiss is the one with the red berries, because they say red berries. And I think the one next to it is whatever one we already had.
Uh-huh.
And the one all the way on the left, it looks fully bananas.
Uh-huh.
So let's put this map back. We're gonna call you Fever Kiss.
And what was the entry in the book that said, confused with fever kiss?
Great question. I'm going to investigate. I may recognize it when I see it. It's probably one of the ones we don't have a supposition for.
Most likely.
So which was that? You're the one with that list. Who didn't we know?
We don't have Aguria, Farmer's Worry, or Witch Fig.
Is it the witch fig? Yes! I suppose it must be.
Uh-huh.
I'm confident enough to yellow it at least.
Yeah, let's have it. I mean, those bear the color of tiny lemons.
Alright. So this is finished. And we've just been out. The day is not over. Because our candle is still burning, and so I will press... Jesus, are you okay? Looking for a plant with yellow flowers and coarse leaves. It helps with my heartburn.
I don't suppose you are asking about... Well, it's got question marks.
Oh, good point.
Well, Gandhi root does indeed mention digestive troubles.
Yeah. It's probably not the witch fig. Tell me about your leaves. It's gotta be this.
Uh-huh. I hate
Whoops.
those so much.
Yep, thanks. Listen, we have to pay our dues to the community. Sometimes people just need our help.
I went through life not paying dues anywhere.
Can you read this one so I can sip some hot chocolate?
They're saying Black Cum Bay is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all. But then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. It's blurry, stand by. Come on, you.
Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up in Swinside. I've come for some stinking Mount Cat. Oh, do you think we can go check that out? The murder scene at Swinside?
I don't see why not. But
Well-
let's resolve this first. Alright. We've done very well here.
Oh.
Henchuck. The fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts to give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest.
I think that's one of our mystery guys
We do
over
have
here.
we do have something like this. You described it as bananas, did you not? There's
Oh,
another one further right.
yeah, I don't think it's that at
That-
all. I think
You
it's
know?
this guy.
Okay.
It's got a bulb.
Let's
That's turquoise.
check the
You want the book
yeah,
again?
the book, please.
It's got the right shape. Blue, green, turquoise, those are usually synonyms. It's got fruits.
Yeah, let's mark it yellow. That's good. We are now down to 8 plants that do not have labels. Okay, so what of that murder scene?
Yes,
We're gonna have to make more room.
indeed. Oh, this just goes, huh?
Oh my.
Maybe we should put our known ones over there. Or we should move this all down and hang out more on this screen.
I think so. Oh, that belongs over. Okay.
Yeah, let's Swinside. Oh, the stone circle, where the murder happened. We don't wanna.
What's it say? I can't read it.
Sorry. I shudder at the thought of what happened here. If these stones could tell us what they saw. A chill comes over me, and I realize that I do not want to linger.
Fair enough.
And so we don't. Oh, damn, we got Rising Dread out of that.
That's okay. It's at the end of the day.
Yeah,
The shrooms belong on the left side now, though.
I beg your pardon.
There's a that.
I swear I did that already. It escaped, I think.
What is it you're looking to do?
I'm spreading them out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can live with this. Let us end this day.
I would say we have time for one more.
Especially if we are fairly prompt.
At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink.
Hey, bummer.
She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east, where the Everheart grows. The castle to the northwest of the abbey. So that's somewhere to explore at the very least.
Yep. The abbey. There's a castle.
But is it northwest of an abbey?
Doesn't really seem that way.
Can I see the card, please? Okay. Castle to the northwest of the abbey. Calder Abbey, C3. Bergamot Castle, B1. 3 miles east, B4.
Here we go. A dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. Oh, those are very pretty.
I just lost that. What was the plant the card mentioned?
It
Card
didn't.
burned up, didn't it? Oh, okay. We're good then.
It didn't say what it was called. It just said, like, some environmental clues.
Fine.
Oh, thanks!
Real fucking astute. Yeah, fuck you too. Jesus God.
I'm sure it'll have something about, like, braided and twisted stems, because that's very interesting looking, but it'd be
Yeah,
cool.
but the microscope is cruising for a bruising.
Truly.
With that description. Alright, who have we got today?
Hey, how'd that work out for you? I must thank you. Last night, for the first time in weeks, my mind was calmed. I am no longer tormented by visions of the woman in the jade mask and that terrible monster. Happy
Glad to
for
hear
you.
it.
Now I'm wondering if you have some worry list to keep my over-anxious thoughts at bay. I'm pretty sure I do. It smells really good, even if it's not what you want.
Yes! We are good at this. Hop heart.
Firm leaves grow up the stems, leading to blue flowers. This doesn't look familiar.
Blue flowers.
Let's purple this up.
Blue flowers. Check that.
Ah,
Blue
maybe.
flowers, stiff leaves. Does that say firm leaves?
I think this is it.
Yellow. This is good. We're staying firmly at 8.
Love this. Who's next? Hey, buddy. I met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what.
So, Sedberg after this.
So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. He said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it.
Okay.
I think he was headed west. At least I think he was. He said he was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted?
We did. And it's a red tag.
You're rewarded with what? Oh, her note.
Headed west from Sedberg, possibly near to the source of the river Winster. Well, that's easy enough.
I've lost the troughs. There you are.
You've lost your trowel. Headed
Okay.
west from Sedberg, possibly near to the source of the river Winster.
So,
Sedberg is...
all the way over here.
Okay. Headed west from there to the source of the Winster River?
Which is here.
Is that what- The river Winster.
Now, the question is, do we think he's there already?
Near the source. It's got to be it, and it would flow. Well, what is that source?
Yes, everything goes to the sea.
Okay. J22, fire.
Ah, the Hermit's Camp is easy to find, nestled between two boulders above the spring. The cooled remains of a fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there is no reply. The Hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. South 2,
South
East 3,
2, East 3.
and we are in J22. Oh, thanks. Very kind of you.
Alright, so J22, 2 south is L, 3 east is 25, L, 25, fire.
The camp at the Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts, where I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh, yes, the man says. You must take this. Take it, take it. At his insistence, I receive the looking glass that he has thrust into my hands. He places an envelope delicately on top.
Hi-ho, it ain't no use no more.
You know use. Don't forget the red. The red. The red. The red. Agony. I am sure that he is quite mad.
Agony, agony? So that's a looking glass.
I sure guess.
And the letter reads...
I'll be honest, when I hear looking glass, I normally think mirror, but it's a glass, and I guess it's for looking. It is said that the red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I perfected a device designed to use extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
Let me see. Yes, I did. Device to use extract from the plante in concerte with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magic Ks otherwise invisible to the naked eye. So...
Nope, but it would be cool. I think we don't have the plant yet.
Okay, let's house the item then. And get on with our day.
We don't even really have anything convincingly red.
No. Not that we haven't labeled anyway.
Conrad Stanway, I am not long for this world, and I have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with a rare and beautiful Capalia, like a Dreyer huntsman with their Dranthium-covered tombs.
If you insist, here you go.
Yeah, if you can afford it. I'm told it's expensive.
It's still supposed.
Not no more, it's not. Eyebright. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause severe pain for several days after. The plant only grows to the south in warmer climates, where they call it loathes after a long dead king. Known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest places.
We have something we could mark yellow for that, I think.
I am in... maybe. I haven't looked at its thorns in a minute. Caballia. Let's go
You know what
look
they
at...
say. Even a thorn has its roses. That's not helpful at all. But I'm
This is the
still
only
convinced.
thorn one that I know about.
Those thorns look straight enough to me. I'd say yellow.
Is that a bright color for you?
The bulb?
No, the thorns are supposed to be a bright color.
I mean, they're definitely defined and of a very different shade than the stem they're on.
This is not enough for me.
Alright, let's leave it be then.
Oh no, she's real! Your reputation is growing, horticulturist. I hear you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire.
Who's asking?
My head feels like it's being torn in two lately.
Take off that heavy mask then.
I'm looking for some hop heart.
Well, you're in luck. We just might have it. Yes!
Copper Caledonian. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not a part of the plant.
I see something that I would place yellow.
Yeah, I think it's the false mushroom we have.
For sure. And that is up on the top level. Oh yeah. That's certainly enough for me.
And your name was? Copper Caledonian.
I'll buy it.
How close to end of day are we, do you think?
I'd say fairly.
Because it is just about 10.
Yeah.
Reuben Ward has called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation of the Swinside Stone Circle.
Okay.
Unique expertise. He knows how to flounder an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg. Gave it a good long thought, actually, but my curiosity has got the better of me.
Suck what?
You heard me, and you can read.
Yeah.
He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet they've found something juicy down there.
Uh-huh. So what is it he wants?
Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fig to take with me. Always comes in useful.
If... Oh, yeah. Well, I can take that off this list now.
Jacob's Worth. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of Jacob's Worth, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many lost wanderers out on the fells.
I think that may be your strange bell plant.
I also agree with you.
Let's see the microscope. Yep. I'm convinced by the ridges on the leaf.
What an insane description, though.
What do the kids say? I like the cut of their jib. That
What?
was Jacob's Worth.
That's the one. G H J. Mr. Burbage, I never see anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business.
Pleasant one, I hope.
Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be, especially with that damn cat still here.
Will you stop talking about pussy and get on with your business, sir?
I need some bishop's parasol for a work-related matter. I gotta know what it does. That it, dims light. Oh, stomach pains.
Ah. Well, we do have a yellow label for it.
There you go. I beg your pardon? Oh, I clicked the bell behind it.
Fascinating. Well, that's end of day. So we have Royal Gentia. That bulb looks familiar.
It's the flower, yeah. Sometimes called Everheart, the pink flowers of the Royal Gentia are made up of 2 large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to release the bind of Swift Snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of Royal Gentia.
I'll not piss myself off by asking for the microscope again. I'm pretty sure we know what this is.
Yes, this is the angry-making one.
Yes, the Royal Gentia.
QRS. And we just had you confirmed. Congratulations, you are a bishop.
Enjoy your diagonal life.
Alright, this is a great place to stop, I think.
Indeed. How do we save, though? Does it auto?
Progress is saved automatically.
Okay. Do we, so we'll wait to see what happens next until next week? Am I here?
I will be here next week, if you will.
But not the week after, because honeymoon.
Yes.
Cool. I expect to be here.
Okay, great. You'll let me know if anything changes.
Certainly.
Well, everyone, we simply must think of a different sign-off.
This is Alpha on Radio 69.6 saying, remember, golden showers make babies.
I'd like to request a different sign-off.
You said different sign-off, and I've never used that before. What do you want?
You know, I guess I should have been more specific. That was on me. I don't know, something like thematic.
Thematic?
May the blessings of Arduino be with you? Maybe? Unless she turns out to be evil.
And may you never reach the poison ivy, because that shit hurts.
Yeah, alright, I like that. That'll do. And may you reach the moon. Alright, then that's it from us. Way indeed. And
see you next week.
ciao. Goodbye.